ICT for Learning, preparing the Valley Primary School for 21st century learning. 21st century learning is a paradigm shift that schools today need to embrace in order to create productive lifelong learners. It is learning in which the students literally take in the world via computing devices. This therefore means that if Valley Primary School wants to create students that are 21st century learners, it will need to integrate technology into the classroom. Hence the reason for this presentation. When thinking of spending on ICT for learning, the question that may be asked at Valley Primary School is, what will tomorrow's classroom look like? Take a look at this video by Tim Pidden to help you to answer the question. You have just watched a video on ICT for learning, which is what is being considered at Valley Primary School. You have seen that in using ICT for learning, the students can share, discover, explore, and engage the world. The bottom line, according to Tim Pidden, is we can't afford not to. We cannot afford not to include ICT for learning in our school. Before money is spent on ICT for learning, there are three major questions that will need to be answered. The first question is, what is the ICT vision of the school? Any school desirous of integrating ICT into the learning must do so with the school's ICT vision in mind. It is important that the ICT vision acts as a guiding principle behind any ICT for learning. ICT for learning would enhance teaching and learning, support collaboration and cooperation, and develop higher order thinking skills and assess students' learning. The next question that may be asked is, what is the existing technological infrastructure at the school? With the advent of ICTs and their value in the learning process, most schools would have made some effort to include ICTs in their curriculum, and Valley Primary School is no exception. It is therefore important that an audit be taken of the ICTs at the school in order to determine its technological needs. Unlike Stonebridge, with one-on-one computing, Valley Primary will have a configuration that provides access for students in their classrooms. The next question that will be asked is, how will training and maintenance be realized? If a school spends money on ICTs, it will be prudent to ensure that maximum use is made of the equipment in order to enhance learning. What measures will be put in place to ensure that users of the device are trained? Who will be trained? Will the training be continuous? And how will the school maintain the ICT devices? Who will be responsible for maintenance? And what are the cost implications? Having explored the pertinent questions that the school will need to ask on the way forward for ICT, there are a number of recommendations that I would make. First, I would recommend that 4 learning labs be created for grades 1 to 4 using the computer on wheels configuration. And this will allow for the integration of ICT into the core subject areas. Before any spending is done, I recommend that a technology audit be executed to ascertain the ICT needs of the school. ICT audit will review the existing computers, printers, and other devices that are present in order to determine their needs. Reasons for this is to reveal the ICT devices that are available and working, and it will also form the baseline data for procurement of the devices. I also recommend that a survey be done to determine the ICT literacy levels of the teachers and administrators so that training programs can be crafted to fulfill their needs. In addition, I recommend that the existing computer lab at Valley Primary be converted into 2 learning labs for grades 5 and 6. And this will ensure that all classrooms are configured so that students use ICT to learn on a daily basis. The diagram represents a sample learning lab with 3 students per computer. There is a master pod for the teacher and a whiteboard and printer for general classroom use. This is the hardware budget for Valley Primary School. The funds will be used to furnish 4 new learning labs with 13 computers in each lab, 12 for the students and 1 for the master pod. Each lab will support the computer on wheels configuration. 1 printer, whiteboard, UPS, and multimedia projector per lab will be required for each room. What is the future like for Valley Primary School? It will be a school that has 21st century learning as its focus. There will be full access to ICT by all. ICT training for teachers, administrators, and students will take place. It will be a whole school effort in executing the ICT vision of the school. And of course, the end result will be students that are ICT ready. The picture on this slide represents students who are 21st century learners in the government-initiated 1 tablet per student program for students in grades 8 to 11 and for students at the Antigua State College. This is the future of the students at Valley Primary School.